Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Resident Evil 7 commentary. This is Lewis, broadcasting from the moon.
Wait, yes, fantastic reception, and the delay is next to zilch.
Oh, if you're considering that I'm broadcasting from the moon, yes, this is excellent reception. In any case, last part, I think, last time we were recording, we finished up with Marguerite.
Yes.
So we're about to head back into the old house to pick up the item that we need. Yeah, I completely forgot this Mr. Everywhere was there, by the way. But yeah, there's like...
It's made out of very explosive porcelain. I find these little bobbleheads to be made of.
How do those things ship then? If the truck shakes even a little bit, do they all just explode?
A shitload of packing peanuts, I suppose.
Don't talk to me about packing peanuts, okay? Every time someone ships something to the warehouse in packing peanuts, they get stuck all over me with static cling, and it's annoying.
Help! They're all over me.
At least you can play with the bubble wrap, you know.
Yeah.
Ugh. But bubble wrap gets stuck to you with static cling too, though. Meh. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, but it makes for an effective shield.
We got ambushed over.
We got
here.
Marguerite.
We had to run back and get the lamp, and we fought the longest boss in the game to do it. I'm not kidding. Marguerite is the boss with the most health. Even if you're hitting her weak point, she'll take quite a lot of damage before she goes down. I don't want to know what she's like on Madhouse.
Batman?
Jesus.
Batman.
Christ. Who is...
Batman's not the only one who can play a piano, Ryan God.
Yeah, but if you play like two dragon notes next to each other, it opens the Batcave.
That seems like it would be really, really easy to do by accident, though.
No, I disagree because I find everybody that looks at a piano for the first time, they're inclined to try and play a song, not just two random notes.
Well, here's the thing. How specifically is this piano being programmed so that if, like, a 5-year-old is just banging on it, it doesn't open by accident, you know?
Well, you always have to hit two specific keys in a sequence.
Yeah. And again, if you give 1,000 monk wow, I was gonna say 1,000 monk righties a bunch of. The point
I
is,
can't even process what you were gonna say.
If there was ever a 5-year-old that ever went into Wayne Manor, that Batcave would be discovered in 3 seconds.
It's a good thing that Bruce Wayne is a goddamn recluse. But you know, wow. Okay, so we've gone from
ball.
We've gone from shooty bang bang survival horror to
Supernatural survival horror.
yeah.
You ever played Fear?
You ever play Silent Hill?
Are we talking about Fear or F3 or?
Just Fear, the first game.
FEAR.
Yeah,
The
FEAR.
writer,
It's actually spelled
the writer,
Fear.
one of the writers on that game is the Western narrative consultant for this game. So yeah,
Really?
Yeah, there are some similarities there. Exploring this section is helpful for understanding the rest of the game, or for seeing some of the stuff coming. You saw.
So
it
we found
very
out what happened to
briefly.
Waylon Smithers' Malibu Stacy collection.
There's a little child's drawing of a ship splitting in two, and it's like, wow, how did that happen? This kid's fucked up.
So kind of,
Then you realize,
I imagine
like a monster.
I imagine Ethan's just humming the Titanic theme when he saw that picture.
oh, what a cute little stuffed oh,
it's bleeding.
He's throwing up.
Yeah.
This is why teddy bears don't chewing tobacco.
That would make Winnie the Pooh a very different story if it was.
Care Bears especially.
What, they would just
Well,
shoot
wasn't-
cigarettes
well,
from their
wait.
stomach instead?
Well,
Well,
no,
was
'cause
it-
they don't talk.
I was gonna say, wasn't there like an anti-Care Bear group or something, kind of like?
I don't recall that at all. You know, Care Bears, you know, they have sunflowers and rainbows
You know,
and little
but-
pink unicorns in their stomach, but they don't talk about the one that's chewing tobacco. And it's
Considering
good.
the hard-on PETA had at one point for like claiming that Mario was evil, I wouldn't be surprised if there was an anti-Care Bear group. So
To be fair, though, I never really saw much Care Bear vitriol compared to, like, the anti-Barney trend that was big in the 90s and 2000s.
I don't see why you would have any basis for an anti-Care Bear stare at all.
'Cause
They just want to share love and affection.
It's more that they're just so bland compared
But,
to.
but kids don't care about
No.
it.
I'm talking in comparison to Ted's kind of the anti-Barney thing.
Apparently, they're making a new Care Bears show because I suppose they're running out of nostalgia.
80s
items.
properties.
You know,
to bring back.
as a child, I'm dancing along with Barney and friends. As an adult, I'm laughing because one of the dinosaurs is named BJ.
Oh my God! One of the dinosaurs is. Oh damn it, John! Way to ruin my childhood, Jesus.
One step at
I
a time.
was a Barney kid. Yes, sue me.
I mean, I was by proxy because Elliot watched it all the time.
No, you see,
I mean, we were all like 2 or 3 years old at one point.
Yeah,
so.
but it depends on when you were that age. That would really determine when you were like what you would be big into. For example, my brothers were born in the early 2000s, and they were Teletubbies kids. And
You know,
Oh no!
something-
Quick! No.
You know,
Quick aside. I want someone to mod this to be like Helga Shrine from Hey Arnold.
you know, I don't really remember ever being into any of those kid shows. I remember watching all of them at one point or another, but I don't remember being actually
there
into any of them. It's
Just never into any of them.
like,
Nothing from Nick Jr.
like,
or
not
PBS
like particularly into any of them. Like I watched them when I was bored as a kid, but I was never actually a fan of any specific one.
Did you have? Well, then I should ask them. Did you have any preference to anything in particular as a child?
Dinosaurs, but not really Barney dinosaurs, actual dinosaurs. Like,
Yeah. Well, you know, he's just the guy in a suit.
Well, I mean, like I was reading books that taught you things about dinosaurs. Horribly outdated by now. Oh, writing has appeared on the walls that we didn't.
Why is everyone obsessed with The Ring in this house?
it's
I
probably
mean, yeah, it
the
was a
only
pretty good
video.
movie, but it's not that good.
They're
Yeah.
working on VHS tapes though, so it's probably like the only thing they have.
I guess.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they did make 3 Ring movies.
Wow,
which was
that
bizarre.
only took 4 bullets. Wow.
Oh no!
Yeah,
What's
I'm using enhanced ammo, right?
even weirder to is that there's a basically a Ring versus Grudge movie in Japan.
Like a Freddy versus Jason crossover.
Yeah,
wins?
basically.
Who
I
wins?
don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, jeez. You know what? Actually, I think they actually did. You know, people made jokes about like, oh, what if the Ring was uploaded to YouTube or whatever? Like the
That is a
movie.
plot point in one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like, and they actually made that a plot point, and just like, okay, like as far as stupid horror movie premises go, that's actually a really good one. So, you know,
Wait,
you get
Because once it's on the internet, it stays there forever.
yeah.
What's the? Oh, was that like a tape that you watch and?
Yeah,
stuff
so in the
happens?
Ring,
Yeah.
there, you know so in the Ring, there's the VHS tape, and if you watch it,
You
get
die
a
7 days later.
Yeah, you get a phone call that says 7 days, and the only way to not die is to
Is to duplicate the tape.
Well, not to duplicate the tape. You just have to show it to somebody else, basically. So. one of
So
the,
if it were
and if you
uploaded
don't
onto,
do that,
if it were uploaded onto YouTube or Twitter or something,
Yeah.
everyone would meme it to hell. Everyone would be sharing it with someone else, and no one would ever die. Okay.
I mean, yeah, basically.
I mean, functionally, yes. The original, well, the quote original, the American version of Ring came out like 2001, 2 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
around there.
this was before, sharing videos on the internet really became a thing.
Yeah.
So later on it became a joke, and then they actually made that a plot point.
Yeah.
Hello!
7 days.
I have the disembodied hand!
It'll be fine. After we make it, we can get out of here. Together.
So how much does this phone sex line cost? I mean, oh, wait, sorry.
Mrs. Bighead?
Maybe I should blow out those
Ethan!
candles since I killed the person who's supposed to be keeping them lit. And you know what? Fuck it. Let this place burn.
Wesker will be here in a bit to light them back up again.
Is
Wes-
Wesker still alive?
Wesker got blown
No,
to
he's-
shit with a rocket launcher in a volcano before this game.
Yep.
Yeah, but like that stopped him before.
Well, he hasn't
Like-
been blown to shit with a rocket launcher in a volcano before. He
Yeah,
sort
but-
of he sort of got
And I like to say that happened in Resident Evil.
he got speared through the chest by Tyrant, or by
Which is where he was supposed to die.
yeah, or by a Chimera if you're playing as Jill.
That's it if you really think about it.
He
Because
hasn't died
didn't.
in any of the other spin-offs at all?
No.
No.
I'm surprised.
Because
by
he
that.
he disappeared after
Going
one,
by-
you know,
going by
because he was supposed to die.
Revelations-
Then he didn't show up again until Code
Yeah,
Veronica.
going by Revelations 2, which had another one of the Wesker children in it, like the first death is like the catalyst that awakens their power or whatever. But you know, after that, they can't really die.
Wait, Whisker's gotten laid twice? Oh
What?
man.
No. The Wesker
No, the Wesker Children
are-
is a project.
Yeah, it was an umbrella project, and he was one of the Wesker children, but he has a sister who's the main villain of Revelations 2.
Oh, okay.
And she's just kind of there, like, you know.
She's not really important to the grander scheme of
She,
things.
she has a Kafka obsession, and that's about it. Yeah.
It's weird. You make a sister to the main bad guy of your franchise, and then you don't do anything with her. That's a little strange.
They just want to use the Wesker name. So
Jake Mueller was more interesting, and he was just sort of Wesker's son with some random whoever. But he wasn't interesting because he was connected to Wesker. He was interesting because he was a wisecracking badass. It's kind of like they took the idea of the original Tony Redgrave. And
Oh no! Inside the
made him
fridge
Jake.
is Kyle Rayner's girlfriend going to be in there?
no.
Anyway, yeah, we're talking to Lucas now, who's hijacked our phone line, sort of like Midget Napoleon from 4. So he's going to be leading us on a merry chase, and this is a somewhat inventive reason to go back to the Baker house for that traditional second visit.
So did he like kidnap Zoe? Is the name of the other girl?
Yeah,
he has
basically.
Zoe, he has Zoe, he has Mia. So we need to deal with that.
Well, less filling than Kyle Rayner's girlfriend.
That's unpleasant.
That's nasty.
Yeah,
I
unpleasant.
think the expiration date on that's probably gone.
I like how you're courteous enough to put it back in the fridge and close the door.
Can you
Nah.
put that in your inventory?
No, you can't.
No.
It's just
Did I just see a fucking Windows Movie Maker page turn?
He's been using that the entire playthrough time.
I don't remember that.
it's
remember
it's an
Fades.
Adobe Premiere page turn. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It looked like a Windows Movie Maker effect.
I just use cross dissolve.
I'm just waiting for like the Batman 60s Batman onomatopoeia.
Or the Justice League, star thing.
Yeah,
Or not, sorry, the Justice League, the Super Friends.
No, that's Batman.
Yeah.
that's Batman.
In any case, without Jack Baker in here, the house would have been incredibly empty if they didn't also include enemies. So you're gonna find enemies stalking places that they weren't before, such as the main hall. Wow, enemies in the main hall.
Yeah, this is very much like in when RE1, where the hunters started showing up, and now it's mold.
Regular mold, even. Although there
Yeah.
are the hoppers down here that start appearing as you explore. But they're not nearly as annoying as hunters.
Why did no one install lights down here?
Man, this place is so empty.
Very grody.
And the enemies actually die when you shoot them. I'm sorry. I held off mentioning it for 13 minutes.
Yeah,
You
a new
said
record.
you wouldn't. You said you wouldn't.
I'm not gonna get into
Yeah,
it
you wouldn't.
in any kind of depth. I'm just saying that the zombies take fucking forever to kill. Oh, hi, Granny. Have you played the Resident Evil 2 remake?
She's still waiting on that 7 remake.
Final Fantasy
she looked
VII,
like
we should rank it. Not
she looked like this when she looked like this when she first heard the announcement. It's a little picture of the girl,
Of Evelyn,
the
yeah.
little girl. Yeah.
We should specify Final Fantasy VII, not Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who wants this game to be remade.
Yeah, you know what needs a remake
yeah!
Resident Evil 7. Yeah.
Dude, Dude, you are no nemesis.
The hoppers are fast, but they also
Lack
die
health.
very easily if you hit them in the head. They're
So they introduce them to you in a very narrow hallway, which are really easy to take care of.
Yeah.
But next time won't be so lucky.
they're kind
It's
of
called good game design.
they're kind of really nimble, though. So if you're trying to shoot them with your handgun to conserve ammo, you're probably just gonna waste ammo.
Oh no, Officer Death Flag.
Wait, hold on. What does it say? Prove you're a real man and stick your hand in?
Yeah. down this pig's throat.
Ugh. Lucas is a sick bastard.
What do you get if you do
You watches way too many Saw. You also watches way too many Saw movies.
Do you
Yeah.
get anything if you do it?
Yeah, you have to do it because it's where a key item is.
Yeah.
James Sunderland did not teach me how to do this.
Ew.
This is way gross. This is way grosser than a toilet.
You're not gonna put some
Gloves on or something.
Well,
You got
Probably
the
also
snake
should
key.
have gotten tetanus from picking up that thing.
I think Ethan's wondering. I think was this in him before he died?
Yeah. Key cards. Card keys. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to shove one down my pants at some point.
ugh.
I would not want to shove that thing down my pants. All right.
Also, will reaching into the cavity of a neck be that smooth?
Probably not,
The
but
spinal cord would get in the way, I'd think.
I imagine they removed it before putting the key in there. But
Yeah.
Gross.
so satisfying when their heads just pop like that.
Its head didn't pop.
Well, it didn't. I'm
that
just saying
time
what
it
it does. Yeah, there you go. Now it's satisfying.
Yep. Well,
Was
I
it
don't have to
really
fight you guys.
satisfying
So.
if it takes 2 tries?
I just care if the head popping off.
Yeah.
Man.
One shot is a bonus.
Like
Texture
seriously, you're
work
gonna
is
get all
actually-
types of hepatitis from all the rusty nails down here. Just saying. I mean, I'm sure that the zombie infection's probably a bigger deal, but tetanus shots aren't any fun, so you know.
Yeah, better than getting sick from it. So.
I always used to mishear that as tennis shot when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, you just insert some Mario tennis into your veins, you know.
Yeah, just put a random tennis ball up my ass and I was like, there you go, tennis shot.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Oh.
He somehow got you through the door, but whatever. Now I've got jam on my face. And now I don't, after
There.
rubbing it on my hand.
well, my left hand's clean.
I should have used it on my right hand after the one that got shoved down the guy's neck.
Yeah, I forgot that they kept the blood on your hand after that.
Hello?
I would at some point like to try this game in VR, but
It'd be very interesting.
that would require having a VR
PSVR 's
headset.
Not that expensive. if I
Enemies in the
remember
main hall. That's blasphemy.
Wait, do they have sides on their arm? That's gross.
Yeah, they're the tougher ones. Swing and a miss.
Ow, my hand.
Oh no, the door.
They turn. He's got a knife.
Wait,
we
it
all
came
have
through the
knives.
door. They're coming through the door.
You don't reload that anywhere near as fast as the Doom Marine.
It's almost like he's not a galactic Doom Marine. You know, he's been trapped in hell for 1,000 years.
Just you
Training
wait
on
until
killing
I get
demons.
more reload speed upgrades, okay?
Well, one should be enough to finish them off.
Yeah, fortunately with the shotgun, if you get interrupted mid-reload, you at least get to keep whatever
Keep the
bullets
one
you
bullet.
manage to fit in, yeah.
I like that about modern games where they keep track of that. Because
Yeah.
in previous games, if you got interrupted, you would just kind of lose all the bullets that got put
Yeah,
in.
the animation would need to fully complete before it counts as being reloaded.
Yeah.
So the 4 out of the 6 pistol shots you put in just aren't there anymore.
Disappear.
Well, no, they're. Well, I mean, it depends on the game, but they're in your inventory. You just have to actually finish the loading animation.
Well, no, you see, you were so startled by getting hit mid-reloading animation that you individually took out all the bullets so that you could put them back in.
You don't like being interrupted.
Well, I mean, who does?
Oh. Hi, Granny. I didn't see you there.
Final Fantasy VII for PS9 will be released any day now.
Hey, so,
Yeah, she, the way she looks is what I feel when I find out
So,
Sonic turns 30
we got
in
this
two years.
photorealistic Jack Baker.
they might have just taken a picture of somebody from the Oh, gross. Oh, come on. You're not taking that, are you?
Yeah, it's a
Well, you
lock.
took the lockpick.
Well, the lockpick.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
covered in bug crap.
It's a lock.
You stuck your hand down a dude's neck.
Yeah, you see, this is why it couldn't be a horror horror game protagonist. Not because I'm completely physically unfit and would freak out at the sign of any enemies. It's because I don't have the constitution to touch gross crap. Oh, hey, Spider-Man was looking for that.
Also, I love. It increases your inventory, but I love the idea of Ethan carrying 2 backpacks at the same time.
Yeah, I know, because that is his second backpack. So he's got one tied to his back and the other tied to his stomach.
Maybe the,
but it
I
doesn't
think
stop
maybe
bullets.
the idea is supposed to be that it's a bigger backpack, but
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Yeah, but you like to think that he's just wearing
2
two backpacks at once.
Next thing you know, he'll be popping his
By
collar.
endgame, he is just a giant backpack. It's like this game, Resident Evil 2 had tofu. This game has backpack mode, where you're
Backpack-
just a giant backpack.
backpack from Dora the Explorer.
So this is supposed to tell you where the grenade launcher is, but it's also got another instance of "Where's my mower" scrawled on it. The same time as all other clocks, so you can go check another clock in the house, and
Or
see
since
what
it's- or
times
since
they
it-
set this to.
Or you can just kind of brute force your way through it.
You can, but that would take too long.
Oh, that's what I did with the clock puzzle in not Ocarina of Time, in the Smash Brothers World of Light thing. Like, I did not get how you were supposed to do that stupid clock puzzle, because I swear I set it to the right times, and then it just wouldn't work. So I just set
Brute
every
forced it.
possible time in order to win.
Yeah, I did that a few times in Remake 2 for a few combinations.
There's one combination in the B scenario where you get half of it, in one file, and the other half is in another file. But you can sort of see 2 of the 3 things you're supposed to put in. So you just put those 2 in, and then click confirm on everything on the 3rd dial.
That's a ridiculously clean card key.
It's not a card key; it's a circuit
Maybe
board.
it's-
No, it says key
Okay,
card.
they're
It says key card. It's a circuit
ridiculously.
board.
Yeah, whatever. So they call it a key card. They call it a key card.
Card key.
Gives you the implication that it was just recently put there. It's the only reason why it'd be that clean.
We're not going to look at the Homer Simpson art.
Huh.
The grill.
Now, if I remember correctly, there are going to be enemies.
Assuming you pulled out your gun into A mode, probably.
You know what ends up really helping you in this sort of game's headphones, but you got to be brave enough to do that sort of shit.
I always
Oh, because
play
then you
games
can
with
more
headphones.
easily see where the sounds are coming from.
Well, here.
Well, you
know
hear
what
where
I-
the sound
you know
comes
what I-
from, yeah. No, I don't. How do you see sound, Ted?
I guess
because
if you
my
have,
eyes my eyes can see a wider range of visible light, John. That's how I can see
Are
sound.
you Superman, Ted?
As far as you know, yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Superman can see sound, but I'm pretty sure he can.
I guess
could
Ted
have
would be
just run
close.
away
I guess
from
Ted
that
would be
enemy.
closest to Mullet Superman of the 90s.
Oh God.
I could have just run away from that enemy, but if a hard game lets me kill everything, I try to.
Yeah.
Just because, it's funny, like in a role-playing game, if I have the option to avoid killing people, I will. Like, I'll always go for that, because, I like doing the pacifist run and all.
I like people.
But, if in a horror game, I feel like I'm conquering my fears every time I kill one.
If I know they can't go through doors, depends on the game, I'll just try and get past them, because I like conserving ammunition.
Or the point in the game where they're
Yeah.
at. If I know I'm not coming back here again, I'm not going to bother. If it's somewhere I'm going to be going
unfortunately,
through
you
a lot.
only know in hindsight.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember
Well,
correctly...
you can get an inkling depending on what kind of game you're playing.
If I remember correctly, yeah, I'm going out to put the card key back where it belongs. But when you go into the front yard after the hoppers start appearing, they spawn in the front yard too. So gotta be careful.
There he is.
Now look at me trying to be all fancy, shoot him in the head with my handgun.
Not the face!
Damn it!
Juicy.
Somehow got him.
That was intentional.
Definitely.
You got something under your gun.
Reload, you fool. There's another one.
I always reload after every encounter in these kinds of games.
Damn right.
Unless it's Resident Evil 4 where I know I can refill based on upgrades.
There isn't another one. Okay.
So are we invited to Joker's party at Arkham Asylum?
Not yet.
Aw.
The goons are still painting the fence.
Oh, that's right. The other thing that I wanted to go do was open a locked cabinet over here, because Resident Evil 7 does that again.
Doop, 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 doop.
It's in
Lucas
Resident
is like, Ethan, where are you going?
In Resi 1 and Resi 2, they had cabinets that you could unlock with the small keys, and the lockpicks in this game are basically small keys. It just makes more sense that they break when you use them. Flame rounds.
They're made out of wood. These cabinets are made of wood, though, and just fucking
Break 'em.
smash it with your hand.
Yeah, but I
Sorry.
imagine that would be a bad idea when there's flame rounds inside.
So Ethan Winters is not a master of unlocking, then?
No, he's not. He's a novice at unlocking.
Well, I
That
mean,
should
he
be-
still
you
has
know
to
what?
pick
That
the
That
lock.
would be a great achievement title. Novice of unlocking. Break.
For the, like, the
10
first
lock-
thing you...
Break 10 lockpicks.
I see we're playing the Elder Scrolls.
Wait, is that actually an achievement in Elder Scrolls?
No, but it is a thing that happens in Elder Scrolls a lot.
Oh, I remember you bitched about that in an earlier part.
Yep.
I
Alright.
think that would be a fun dichotomy for achievements where the first time you unlock something in a Resident Evil game, it says Novice, and once you do everything, it's Master.
Okay, so this side of the house is now covered in mold, which should tell you that
That shit grew really fast.
there are enemies on this side of the house that you need to deal with. Fortunately, if you've already explored that entire side of the house and picked up everything there is to get, while there were no enemies, you don't have to deal with any enemies. You can just go to the snake key door, like right next to where you come in.
And ignore it all completely.
Yeah, ignore it all completely. There is one other thing that I'm going to be getting while I'm over here, but it's just to show you where it is. I don't necessarily need it for anything at this point in time. Anyway, this is Lucas Baker's room. He must really want you to know what kind of fucked up bastard he is, because he went out of his way to put the thing in here.
April V.
So,
April V.
Because he doesn't believe in numbers.
So, what happens is, Lucas gets so mad at one of his classmates that he invites his friend over, invites his classmate over, locks him in the attic.
The attic. And then forgets he's there.
Didn't forget, did he forget he was there, or did he just...
That's
leave it?
yeah, in one of them he kind of remarks that, oh, it smells really bad. Did I leave something up there or something like that?
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, Lucas is a messed up kid. Smart, but messed up.
And this kind of foreshadows that he's really good at engineering.
Yep.
So,
I mean, he still only gets third place, but still.
Well, bronze is better than silver, at least as far as your emotional state goes.
Oh, is it because silver just tells you that you just weren't
Good enough.
Good enough?
Yeah, third, at least you got something.
Yeah, you win the bronze, you lose the gold if you're silver.
Yeah.
Pretty much is how many people kind of view it.
people are
Yeah.
dumb.
Okay.
Well, it's just a psychological thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't have to make sense. It's just how you feel.
Yeah,
little-
the human brain does not really make that much
There's like a
sense.
there's like a stuffed cushion alligator there. Well, why do you have so many forks and knives?
So the way I look at it is, if I get a silver, I just say that, all right, next time. You know?
Oliver,
Yeah, but
stop
John,
yelling.
how many anime rivals have gone crazy because they keep on losing to the main character, though? Think about it.
Is Phoenix Wright an anime?
Yes, Phoenix Wright is an anime.
Well,
Okay,
yes, it does.
Phoenix.
It does have an anime adaptation, so yes.
Yeah, but it was already pretty anime even before that, so, you know.
Lucas just falls from the ceiling. It's like, my bobblehead. You're gonna pay, Ethan.
He made his
Trophy into a
into a lamp with a button on it with his remote controlling it, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, no Batcave for you, Ethan.
No, we already hit the lamp. So the entrance to the bat cave is already open. Well, it's not really a bat cave. This goes up. It's bat attic.
Here's my thing, okay?
Don't you mean the Batic?
Here's
bat-
here's my question.
Okay.
That kid is up in the attic yelling, right? So why didn't he just try to jump down?
Because he probably die. Also,
Well, he
if he's,
died
like, 6,
anyway, so...
yeah, but if you're also 6 years old, you're not thinking logically. To
Mm.
be fair.
Well, I think he was implied there was also used to be a door there. Or like a hatch or something.
Anyway, yeah, there are 2 items here. There's the toy axe and the toy shotgun.
So you're supposed to take the model shotgun when you explore this area the first time to get the...
No, you're
Good
supposed to take the
shotgun?
model shotgun now and swap it out with the broken shotgun so
Broken
that you
shotgun.
can repair it now. I just skipped a step because the game lets you do that.
Oh, so you took the
Yeah.
broken shotgun to repair
And just
it.
repaired it the first time instead of going to get the regular shotgun.
Yeah.
The game lets you skip things if on repeat playthroughs if you know what you're doing.
Cool.
Yeah. Alright.
I mean, that's something I've always kind of liked about these sorts of games where they're linear, but they let you skip stuff if you know what you're doing as a way of kind of replay value.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see how, efficient you can be.
I really like this shadow puppet puzzle.
Only one more left, I think. And the one that's left to do is optional.
I want one of them to just take the shape of Lucas's head and he just pops from the painting when it's done.
Yeah, it becomes like a Looney Tunes thing. You just pop it. Hi, Ethan.
Yeah.
How did they get the couch up here? Or anything up here,
dude.
really?
That is a great question. Yeah, this
I've
attic
had
looks like it's the only
I've had to
entrance.
move a couch up a set of stairs.
Pivot!
So
Pivot!
Pivot!
A set of stairs,
don't
sure.
be the,
How did you
the
get
guy,
it? How did you get it
guy
up the
on-
ladder, though?
Yeah.
The guy on the bottom is always the one who has the harder job. Even if you're going down the stairs, it's harder trying to take the thing from the bottom than on the top.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I'd imagine if they had a lot of time in their hands, they could because you could dismantle shelves and just build them in the attic.
Yeah.
But couches, sofas.
Hey, buddy. Remember, those two
Not your buddy, friend.
How
Not
did
your
you
friend,
even
guy.
know that I got the second one?
Let me talk to Mia.
No, no, no! You gotta show up first. You haven't
So he's
forgotten
just
what
messing
the
with us at this
have
point,
you?
right?
Yes.
Yep.
You can get it
Okay.
from the courtyard.
I would have fucked with him right back. How's your third place trophy, you fuck?
Yeah.
At
Always
least I
surprised
got
me.
a trophy. Where's yours?
Damn you.
I came in. I'll have you know, I played a good lacrosse back in high school.
I heard you came in third place with the competition of only 2 people.
Yeah, good luck playing lacrosse now with your dismembered hand.
You have a dismembered hand too, dude.
Yeah, I completely forgot that I left another cabinet over here. Yay.
4 or 5 handgun shots that you didn't really need.
Yeah, that would be why I left it. But there's only enough lockpicks in the game to unlock every cabinet in the game, so...
So if you don't use a lockpick, it's basically just taking up space then, I'm supposing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.